All right, yeah, I moved back into the house to talk about this Hummer. So a lot of people think, okay, I want to remove my front drive axle, you know, and normally on these older four-wheel drives, it's no problem. But with these all-wheel drive Hummers, uh, there are potential problems. Everything's tied together: ABS, traction control, four-wheel drive system, 60/40 split, basically in four high. If you disconnect that drive line, uh, you won't be able to drive. It's primarily like a front wheel drive. So I took mine off, experienced that. You should be able to put it in four high lock and still continue to drive. Obviously, that didn't happen for me. I took it off, started having problems. Active traction came on all the time. I couldn't, and then there's forms. Oh, disabled ABS, and which did work. But what I found to resolve that is my ABS sensors were bad. So I replaced the ABS sensors, and then that eliminated the active traction coming on in four high lock with that front drive line. Your transfer case has to be in good condition. Probably upgraded. There's forks in there, plastic from the OEM. They probably should be upgraded. If this isn't up to date, what'll happen is, you'll be able to drive fine. What'll happen, in my case, it kept slipping out into neutral. Now, I'm not saying the transmission slipped into neutral. The transfer case slipped out of the gear it was in. I haven't fixed that yet. Gotta probably rebuild the transfer case. And you can get a rebuilt. You can have it rebuilt for just right around $1,000, or you can buy a rebuilt one. I've seen them go for $1,000 to $1,400. So you're probably thinking, why do you want to take that axle off? On a normal Humvee, you probably wouldn't want to. The reason I did is, I got 8 inches of lift. I got a supercharger. It's pushing over 500 horsepower. I got 40s on there. And what happens is you get a lot of torque steer. It's when a lot of power is going to the front tires, and they're grabbing both sides. And when you get on it, it's very hard to control. And in wet weather, it's damn near dangerous to drive. The Hummers are all-wheel drive with a 60/40 split. So probably on a normal Humvee, you wouldn't want to do it. But in my case, it was also causing, I like to get on it. It was causing wear on my front tires a little more than the back. And if you had 22 by 40s, they're running about $600-700 a piece. So yeah, if you can definitely get it working right, it's a good deal. When it does work, besides slipping out, I can get on it now. It goes down the road, no problem. The drive line's easy to take out, put back in if you do want to go, off-road. Literally 15 minutes, you can pop your front drive line back in, pop it back into four high, unlock, and then restores power to all the wheels. Disabling all these other things, ABS, traction control, and all that stuff. It's got a very sophisticated four-wheel drive system. Better left alone as far as the electronics are concerned. If you have everything on there operating correctly, you should be able to take your drive line off. Put it down in a four high lock, and be on your way. But I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about what I've been going through on this thing. If you go into forums, a lot of forums, it's everything for doing all kind of tricks to this and that. And I mean, I figured, okay, I'm just gonna get in here and start eliminating things, and boom, I find out something new. But the main thing is if you're gonna do this, make sure your transfer cases doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on it. It's not high mileage, hasn't been abused. Make sure that all your ABS sensors are all good. I just changed mine. Literally, it takes 20 minutes to change them. Because if you do have bad ones, in that they might not initially go off the light inside, but it does screw around with the active traction. Active traction is a function in 4 high lock and 4 low lock that helps it applies brakes to tires to get grip, but it will put you to a stop if it isn't set up right, which I found out. But anyways, you know, if you're having the same problems, these are just issues that I've been able to resolve through just having everything up to date. All right, take it easy.